So, hello everyone. My name's Hansel. I am going to do a blind playthrough of Demon's Souls. Now, I say blind, but this is a very old game. Obviously, I know some details about it. I haven't watched any playthroughs of it though. I haven't really. I don't know any of the. I know what the first boss is, for instance, as well, because I've sort of seen that before, and I think I've even played it a few times in other Souls-like games. I have played other Souls-like games before. I think Bloodborne is my favourite game. I've played Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and look, I love them. And over the last kind of year or two, I've been pretty obsessed with watching. It's going to start the cinematic again. Can I skip it? Yes. I'm going to, over the last few years during this pandemic, I've become sort of an avid watcher of Souls-like playthroughs, especially blind playthroughs, and they're one of my favourite genres of game. So, I'm going to attempt to do a Demon's Souls playthrough, because it's the only one I haven't actually played before. And that's kind of an anticipation for Elden Ring coming up, because obviously that would be a really... I'd love to do a blind playthrough of that, because I can truly be blind from it, because I can isolate myself from watching anyone else or any of the trailers until after I've actually played it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a new game and see how it goes. Okay, so my idea for a character is I'm going to do a fairly kind of a heavy armor, because I don't think I've ever really done like a straight up heavy armor, heavy weapon character before in a Souls-like game. So this seems like a good opportunity to do one. I'm going to go with a male character. I'm going to name it after my cat, Munch, which has to be in all caps, of course, because it's more like a. So I'm going to try to kind of create something that looks a little bit cat-like. Looks like a black cat. I think the knight is probably the best starting cast if I want to do a heavy, straight up heavy weapons character. I guess I could kind of go for maybe Temple Knight if I wanted to add a bit of faith in there as well, but I think really I just want... do I want that much magic? Maybe the Hunter is actually the... What do they have? Endurance and Strength. Who has the highest straight up strength? Maybe even the Barbarian is actually the... most appropriate. Though I don't know what attribute manages armor, I guess, or heavy armor in Demon's Souls. Is it endurance as well? In which case, maybe the Barbarian is the better call. But let's stick with the Knight, because it's I guess that with some armor anyway, and I am going to go for, I do want that heavy armor. Let's start with a bit of guidance. Shone, stone that radiates a guiding light. Maybe the ring. More item discovery is always good. So, body type B, style B. So what's that? More of a slouched stance? Okay. So, if I want to start with something looks like a cat. We Munch just have a little scar on his face. I think we'll start there. Well, there's multiple presets. Oh, actually. Oh, okay. Maybe start here. That skin color is about right. Maybe age. I can take that down a bit. Yeah. Munch is about middle-aged. He's sort of... Is that 7 in cat years? Yeah. Works about right. Weight. A bit chunky. Okay. Face. I think it's the eyes we need to change. And change the secondary color to something greener, but less saturated. Looks pretty good. And not quite so intense. Here we want that's pretty good. I think that kind of fuzzy here, and then obviously this is a little black cat, so we want to change the hue to... Oh, actually we want to change the brightness, don't we? And then I think it's like a blue-black, so let's go from about there. Cool, looks pretty good. Facial hair. Oh, okay. Okay, no. Facial hair, yes. Okay, what's the most cat-like facial hair? Oh, there's beard as well, okay. Hang on, how does this work? Okay. That's pretty good. And then... yeah, definitely. And then if we can match the... So that blue... Blue-black here, that can match that. Okay. Pretty good. Any decals? What are those scars? So I'm just missing part of an ear actually, so what about... Well, that's appropriate, I think. Is there on other... yeah, I think that'll work. Tattoos. These are a little bit too extreme. Maybe that'll work. That'll work. Let's do that. That's the colours too much, though, isn't it? Let's just leave it with none. Okay, great. I'm pretty happy with that. I can back out now and find this character and start playing.
King Alant the XII, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land. Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valifax of the royal twin fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Alant had roused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons.
So is
The
that
demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls lose also their minds. The mad attack the sane, and chaos reigns. Phalanx also spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force, and the power of a mature demon soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors lured by the possibilities braved the fissure to breach the accursed land, but none have returned. Pure of the Twin Fangs, Yurt the Silent Chief, Saint Urbane, Scurva the Wanderer, the sixth Saint Astraea with her night Garl Vinland, and
so these people
Sage
we're going to
Freke,
fight, or
the
people we're going to
Visionary.
meet?
The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Ah, has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
Let's hope that munch can save the world. I'll be very interested to watch the original Demon Souls intro cinematics, because I do want to know what they changed, if anything, about it. Because I know that obviously this is a remake, but did they change any of the... Is this a sort of shot-for-shot remake of the intro, or not?
The old one back to slumber.
Ooh, okay, right. This, I mean, this remake looks amazing. And I can sprint. Okay, so the controls are basically the same as Dark Souls, really. And I just gathered those. So they give me what? Two souls? Direction, hold sprint, okay. So what does this look like? We're just in a... This is just a little tutorial, isn't it, I guess? And this is the... A misty passage to get into Boletaria. Presumably now they have an enemy that wants to... Okay. Ooh. It feels like a very slow roll. Talk about release, okay. Ooh. You can get blood splattered, that's pretty cool. Ooh. I don't like that. I don't like the camera focus. So if you get too close to the camera, it just... Okay. alive. Crescent moon grass, okay. So I know that's a healing item. Let's have a look at it. So inventory. And how do I change? Okay, a medicinal herb named after the lunar phase, consumed to recover a small amount of HP. The effects of moon grass vary depending on its state at the time of harvest. Crescent moon grass is picked while very young, so that's a slightly stronger version of it. Half moon crescent. Okay. And I know that that's your healing item. Is there a way to consume it now? Yeah, okay, great. Use items, which item? Okay. Great. Okay, so I've got, these are my quick items. And what is this? Oh. Counteracts poison. Okay. Right, good. Wow, so that's the surrounding mist, and this is the passage that I've walked through into it. That's the city falling into ruins. It really is. This really is very atmospheric, isn't it? It's beautiful. So, I guess my goal with this first episode will be to obviously create a character, which I've done already, and then to maybe just get to the first boss and beat that. That would be if I can do that successfully, that'd be great. So that note said direction, hold, and circle, roll to the railing. Okay. That did a little bit of fall damage. Great. What's this note here? Backstep, roll. Okay. Ooh, that's a very slow roll. No one's dropped anything yet, have they? Presumably there is a backstab as well. Ooh, what's this? Stone. Oh, okay. I didn't expect that to be an instant teleport. Okay. Okay, taking out the range. And its stamina recovery is very slow as well, so that's... So this... I feel like this game is going to be even slower and more deliberate than Dark Souls. As in kind of more chess-like. Parry, repel, and eliminate. Okay. Okay, great. Let's see if I can manage one of that. One of those. Ooh. Okay, so the timing was pretty easy. It was quite late. Can I do... Okay, so I have to go from a... Ooh, okay. I don't like the camera angle here. Okay. So quite the delayed... Parry is quite delayed. Well, with both hands at least. Shall I try to parry this guy again? I guess so. Well, the sound is... they sound terrifying. Okay, he got me there. The it's still red rolls. Okay. Well, this is so far so good. I'm just looking. Switch right hand weapon. Okay, I don't have. Oh wait, is that a? So I already have a short sword. Hang on. Long sword and mail breaker. Oh. Though the succeeding small rapier lacks a cutting edge, it can pierce the toughest armor. Rapiers boast a great damage despite their narrow attack range, performing well against metal armor and hard scales in particular. However, they are easily parried and do little to break an enemy's guard. Okay, so I do already have a secondary weapon. That is cool. I'll put that back on. And the inventory. What was the? Here we go. So. Standard straight swords are run-of-the-mill straight swords are versatile weapons that provide a normal attack, which is effective against a wide variety of targets, as well as a potent thrusting attack. Great, okay. And I don't have anything in my right hand. So I do actually have a secondary weapon, that's cool. What is that like? So it's got some good thrusts, basically. Half grass. So, we'll half moon grass. Fill me up? I will. Okay. Keep the long sword out. Well, that is very slow. Soul. And more healing items. So yeah, I think, you know, I just, I'm very keen to try to do a blind playthrough, just for the, and that's the way I can do it, just for the experience and kind of, I guess, practicing talking to cameras and stuff as well, and just as a, I think when you've watched so much of something as well, you kind of you're intrigued and interested in what it would be like to actually create some of it as well. So I'm just this is very much an experiment and just seeing, I guess, how it feels, what happens, and yeah, just it's really for my own kind of, I guess, like self-improvement, or just kind of get something out of it. Can I parry him on this? I bet I can. That was messy. Okay. So that's a giant kettle of human remains, animals. And I guess the first, not an actual boss though, is it's just a fog gate. They've done an amazing job of this. Like it looks great, and it feels heavy and weighty though, in a different way. It's quite different from very different from Dark Souls and later games, but it definitely looks amazing. And these all different knights. I can see I'm going to have to go back and just like look at videos of the first level of older games, the older version of Demon Souls as well when I've done this, because I'm just very curious to see how much of this is original and how much of the artwork has changed as well. Because that is the, I guess that's the trouble with me not ever. Oh, okay, no. Boss, okay. Ooh, okay. Right. Well, I wasn't expecting that. I guess I didn't really actually know what the first boss was.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not quit the Nexus, but the 5 Archstones will guide thee to the outer lands.
Okay, so you've died and the Nexus has imprisoned your soul. You cannot escape the Nexus. Okay. By recapturing demon souls, you can reclaim your corporeal body. Okay, so that's the other mechanic, isn't it? So if you Nexial binding, let's look at that. One crystal souls to return to the Nexus. So that's the dark souls that the dark sign equivalent, basically. Okay. And I've kept my souls, even though I've touched Bloodstain. Is that going to be... Okay, that's online. Okay, and so this is... They're all online items, okay. And this is a...
Well, you slipped
NPC.
through the fissure too, did you? You came for demon souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero? Hunting for demons? Try one of the Archstones. Now go. That is why you came, is it not? To this accursed Boletaria?
Certainly.
You came for demon souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero? Bah, it's all the same. You're just another prisoner of the Nexus. We're welcome here, as long as we keep slashing up demons.
So, who's created the Nexus and Archstone the Chieftain? So I've immediately got access to all these levels. The Digger King, Tower Queen, it's a broken Archstone, Shadow Men, the Chieftain. So I'm hoping that the easiest one is this one, perhaps because he pointed it at first, but I'm not sure. And are these other NPCs? Is this a blacksmith?
You new here. Are you here for my services? The name's Baldwin. I'm just an ordinary blacksmith. It's simple. Just bring me all the souls you can. In trade, I'll give you weapons. Or forge the ones you already have. With your souls, I can eke out a living. And with my weapons, you can go on living. Not a bad deal, eh?
Okay. Ooh, okay, that is quite expensive. I think everything's pretty... Souls required, 30, okay, and hardstone shards, okay, so there's a
So
crafting
interesting.
items as well.
I can tell you're not going to last long here. It's simple. In trade, with your souls, I can...
Okay, What can he sell? So he can sell a sharpening stone, recovers durability, right hand weapon. So that's a repair item. Other shields, stone iron restricts health recovery temporarily. Okay. Okay.
So
nothing really
interesting.
right now, I think.
I can tell you're not going to last long.
I'm Stockpile Thomas. When the Scourge came,
Good solid name.
I didn't know what hit me. When I came to, I found myself here in this nexus. My wife and daughter fell victim to the demons. But I would be worthless in battle. At the very least, I hope to lend my assistance to you brave slayers of demons. I would be happy to lighten your load and look after any excess baggage.
Okay, so he can organize storage.
Best of
Okay.
luck to you.
So I have to go to an NPC to go to a storage box. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to jump straight into one of these archstones. Is the...
Oh my, how has this happened? Has God abandoned us for King of Land, failing to show proper respect? Oh, Mbassa.
Okay. Does she have anything else to say?
Oh, Mbassa.
So this nexus is sort of, and it looks like a temple basically, doesn't it? But to what? And they're hanging their deity upside down. Okay, well let's get into it then. What is... That's a statue. So who has trapped me in this nexus? Bolitarian Palace, Archstone of the Copper Skin, Gates of Bolitaria. So I think this is the easiest place to go, because I think there's a yeah, this is the boss I think I was thinking of when I thought of the first boss. A huge stone castle in the heart of northern kingdom of Bolitaria. Hungry soldiers attack trespassers, their souls stolen by demons, while nearby terrible dragons have taken roost. Okay, well, let's go. Okay. So I think because I'm in a non-corporeal form, so that takes me back to the Bloodstone. Okay. Let's... Okay. Prisoner grass. Light in there. So that dragon flying in with a mouthful of soldiers and flying off was very detailful. Look at these crows just disturb them. Okay, how Who else is hiding? No. Ooh, that jump is nasty. So these must be all online, other online players. Yeah. I feel like you get a lot of healing items, so I'm gonna use some. Let's place again. Sword guy. Hook them out. Oh, fire bombs, okay. Those seem useful to have as a quick item. And it's automatic for them there, great. Oh. Look at this castle, it's just... Well, I must say it's definitely, what's the word, harder than it is quite hard to concentrate on two things at once. So to think about, I guess it's because it's talking and playing at the same time. Look for lever, okay. Is that the lever that's going to be in this area, or is it going to be further away? Oh, there's a archer up there. He's probably distracting. Do the arrows curve in this game as well, like they do in Dark Souls? Okay. How do I get up there? Okay, this is a little ladder. Drop attack? Maybe not. Prison grass. Oh, we can get a better view of the gate going back out. So that's the gate coming into that, like a keep that comes into this main castle. Okay, cool. Terrifying. And I love all the detail of the kind of the... Oh, God. Okay. That's probably just straight up death, isn't it, down there? I love the detail of the fire damage from the dragons just ripping apart those battlements. Okay, let's not drop into that hole. Let's go through here. Oh, I was just gonna say, where's the other one? Where's the back? Is there a backspace? Yeah. Okay. Oh. I don't normally play with a shield in Souls games, but I am grateful for one now because, again, it lets me sort of slow down a bit and concentrate and slow the game down. Slow the game play down a little bit as I concentrate on just describing the experience, I guess, as well at the same time. Okay. I probably won't check notes. Oh, I'm almost dead. Almost dead. Okay, hang on. Okay. I wonder if your weapons take damage when you hit walls as well. I thought the little details of just those smouldering and just like the blackened wall behind it is the ash and tar. It's just, it really is quite spectacular. And then there's a cathedral up there, which I guess is kind of, is that where we're heading eventually? Okay, is that someone throwing a firebomb at me? I think so. Oh god, okay, hang on. Let's go up there. Oh. That was good. Got him just before he dropped off. Okay, so let's go and run down there. That looks like a classic trap though. Let's see, I bet there's someone... Is someone waiting to get me from there? No? Mail breaker, okay. So next time we're facing a more heavily armoured enemy, I might try switching to the mail breaker as well. See how that works. Okay, oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, broken. Okay, it's very easy to run out of stamina and get guard broken. Oh. And is that the... This is working. Okay. Right. So you're gonna... So you're gonna throw firebomb? Yes, he is. Okay. Interesting. How do I get to there? Okay. How do I get up to him? Is that going to be from another level, or is that just a... But I completely missed this guard. Did he come? Where did he come from? Okay. Okay, let's run under this guard. Okay, I'm guessing you have to come up through another direction to get it before you attack it. Right. Maybe it's simply just outside here. Okay. Well, that looks like certain death pointed now. So as we started, we'd wandered up through the outside of these castle walls so far. Ripped apart and fire damaged as they are. Okay, so this is that guard. That's the guard. So here I can I drop into... Huh. I can't drop into that. How do I get into that then? If I can't drop into it. This is where I came in. The guard was standing up here. He was throwing stuff at me. Do I have to blow up something? Okay. No idea, but oh, yeah, I saw that. So there's shield. Okay, there's a man. Okay, so strong enemy over there. Take care of these two first. Ooh, spearmen. Okay, let's get a sense of what these can do because. Oh, okay. Really mess with it. Okay, I don't have the range. Look at that yet. Okay. So they seem like they are weak to being blocked. Christmas regress. They give you a lot of healing items. I already feel like I've okay, this looks like a trap. I feel like those are gonna immediately close on me as soon as I go in. Okay. So there's been some kind of ongoing warfare, I guess. We're right in the middle of it. So is this just, are they just being attacked by dragons, or are they being attacked by other kings in the game? Okay, let's see if we can take this Blue Knight on. Should we try a firebomb first? Why not? Okay, let's let him do his attack animations. Full stamina. Let's go for the Mailbreaker as well. Oh, you. I'll take one of those then. I was not expecting him to heal. Let's change to prison base. Oh, okay. I feel like that was the first challenging enemy of the game, actually. Switch back to the longsword. So we've gone a long way without opening anything like a shortcut or a. It's going to be it's an ambush, isn't it? Where are you? Okay. 6 firearms. Okay, so we've got a few of those if we need them. Is this going to be... Is this open a shortcut? Let's see. Okay, so stairs down. I haven't been looking for secret doors or anything like that, but I'm sure there are plenty in this game. What's that? Okay. Let those fire goes out. Fires go out, then I'll go and attack him. Okay, this is a halberd, is it? Oh, is this a little secret area? Oh. Okay. Hello. He looks... Well, let's just say he looks very patches-like.
Good day to you. Care to look over my wares? Mostly
Certainly.
stolen, but who's telling, eh?
Stops bleeding. Longsword, okay. Club. Coat of plate. Is that what I've already got? No. I've got a knight's. I've got the knight's wear, haven't I? Okay, plate helm. So item burden. That's interesting. Okay.
Brave knight or lowly fodder? The demons snatched their souls regardless of their station, plummeting them all into madness. And those who dare cling to their humanity were hunted down. It is the end of Great Boletaria as we know it. But hell, at least the demons don't send us to our deaths in battle. Go ahead. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere.
So he's going to stay there. Okay, great. This level feels... I mean, these levels feel... So those red barrels explosive. Oh god, okay. Okay. What's down there? It looks like I could drop down there as well, doesn't it? But maybe I'll just get down there anyway. Okay, go with the crossbow. This looks like we're now inside the castle proper, and the keep where you might expect people to actually live. Oh, okay. I would love to go back and spend some of these souls that I've gathered. Unknown warrior soul. Okay, so look at that. So that's just... Oh, who's firing at me? Oh, okay, God, okay. So another knight, or down these stairs, which I just came in. Or I can go into that. Okay, let's go down into that. Because hopefully, by going down, I can get maybe open a shortcut. Oh, okay, there he is. He's up there somewhere. Where? Just because of that crossbow person, I just don't want to fight loads of them in the open. Okay, so where is that crossbow person? It's just, he's right there, okay. Okay, there's another try parry. Okay, sure. I would really love a shortcut of some kind right now. But sure, let's try parrying this. Oh, oh god. Okay. Well, at least he took a parry. God, okay. This level is huge. Is this it? Just... Oh god. Oh. It was just about to firebomb me then as well. Oh, more of them. This is that. Let's firebomb one of them. Because I think all those barrels are going to explode. Right. So they're all... Oh, there's a knight up there that they're all... So that actually is a little story element. Okay. That's cool. That's so an NPC that literally calls out for help. Oh, that's dead. This is a great first level of a game. I must say it's huge, but it's...
My thanks for your brave rescue. I am Ostrava of Boletaria. Accept this as a token of my gratitude.
Brass telescope. Okay. Telescope, I should say. Is he gonna...
Now I take my leave. There is something I must do.
Look at his brass weaponry as well. Where's he? Shall I follow him? I almost feel like he might lead us somewhere. Let's get this item. Ooh, a scimitar. Okay. I've never had, I guess, sort of. Oh well, I guess we have this sort of like almost like an escort mission. But is he? Is that where he's planning on going? Unknown hero soul, okay. Okay, let's go and... Is he gonna go and get involved with these ones as well? Yeah. I mean, this is wild. It's like an escort mission. Broken sword, wriggling shield. 3 sharpstone shards, so that means that I can upgrade my longsword now as well, which is great. Because I'll stick with this longsword for a little while. So is he still just... Where's he going to go now?
No matter how far I venture, only the soul-starved remain. Is there a single sane person left in Boletaria? No matter how far I venture, only the soul-starved remain. Is there a single sane person left in Boletaria?
Well, there's me. Okay. So now I'm a little bit lost because I guess I have to go and face that Blue Knight, which I avoided before. So let's go do that. Okay, so he's just wandering around this area now. I'm glad that he's not dead. So far, I'm really enjoying this game, though. It is a... I expected it to be... I guess like kind of, let's say a sort of more primitive version of Dark Souls, but it's definitely sort of, there's some mechanical things which, I mean, I think, you know, the number of healing items I have is you know, generous. I don't feel like I'm running out of them at all, which, so there's that tension isn't quite there, but there's still, I mean, these enemies feel chunky and dangerous and hard to deal with, so it's not... It feels, it's a weightier game in certain ways. Oh, okay. Let's finally get rid of this guy. the screams as he fell down. Let's see if he had anything on his corpse. But look at that. Look at that claw mark taken out of that building, I presume that's what it is. Or maybe that's just from the fire burning inside, I guess. Did he drop anything? The screams as he fell down the stairs, that was something. That as he fell off the ledge, that was a unique touch. Okay. Okay, this feels slightly different. What's around this corner? Looks dangerous. I feel like there's going to be... Oh god. What can I roll one of these up? Can I interact somehow and... Oh, this one's... Okay, that is very satisfying. Ooh, okay, I just noticed that. So is that the first? Okay. I feel like I... Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's block. Let him block. Okay. Let's heal. Okay. I'm down. I really feel like I've missed a shortcut or something as well. This feels like a dragon is going to come swooping out of somewhere. This is classic FromSoft foreshadowing. So is that dragon it's just still sitting up there. Okay. Let's keep on going, I guess. Look at that, okay. Okay, I feel like this is something I've been spoiled about as well. I'm pretty sure there's a dragon that's going to fly in this. I mean, plus it's... Oh yeah, here we go. Didn't attack? Maybe because okay. Roast them. Do your thing. Okay. Oh no. Okay. I think that's an obstacle. Okay. Now, is there a shortcut? Have I totally missed something? Fighting won't work against this foe. Okay. Right. I'm not going to take on 2 dragons now, anyway. That seems ridiculous. Can I run and get any of that loot though? It seems... The dragons are amazing. They look, their mouths are very bird-like. They've got that sort of... They have beaks. As well as teeth. Okay, right. So, maybe I'm going to try doing some backtracking to see if I can find any other places that I've missed that I haven't gone down yet. I may or may not keep this in, depends on how long I take, but I'm just going to do a little bit of running back, seeing if I can find where I should be going next. I feel like it's not past those dragons. Okay, so this was where that knight was. Because there have also been places I could drop into, I think. I've killed everyone here. Let's see. Okay. So there's nothing down there, was there? It was just... Is that a ladder? Can I go? No. I mean, I can drop down there, right? Have I? No, I've already been there. That's just that. That's a dead guard. Okay. And what was this courtyard? Oh, so that's the place where I found him. This is that merchant. Yeah, that very patches looking merchant. Okay. Okay. And this was where I fought... Oh, this is where I fought that. That first Blue Knight. There he is. So... Right. There's totally a door here I just missed as well. Or did I? Did I go down here? No. That's nice of him just to kill himself. Okay, let's heal up. Ooh, okay, another... This goes down. This looks promising because I climbed a long way up. Okay, there's more guys there. There's someone standing here, wasn't there? Oh no. Okay. So that's back down. So this, well, actually, this looks very promising because it just goes back down to that bit there. Okay, cool. Because I'd really like to maybe use these souls to level up or upgrade a weapon or something before I try something like running past 2 dragons. Okay, what, they're going to do it again? They're going to attack those barrels? Ooh, no. Oh god, there's a lot of them. Okay. Unlock it on. Okay. There's only one. Okay, let's get out of here for a second. Fling ring. Okay. Let's heal up. Okay, I thought I was just going to plummet to... Did they all die? Okay, fine. Fling ring. Less HP reduction when in soul form. That sounds really useful. Okay. Let's see what it says. Mysterious ring shaped like an eye. Reduce the loss of HP sustained in soul's form. Okay, great. So what difference does that make now? Oh, that's great. That's a lot more HP. Okay. Whew. I really thought I was when I fell off there that I was going to die because I thought it was a lot further down. Thank God for that. Okay. So this is literally a shortcut. Okay, so I ran past the first shortcut and then went all the way through to the end. Okay, great. So I bet that's the second shortcut. Okay, so that must be the second shortcut. Okay. Shall I go back and, so now that I've opened up that shortcut, let's go back and use some of these souls. I can at least upgrade my longsword, which would be good. Okay. Was he glowing? Yeah, it was glowing blue, of course. I guess that's just to make him really stand out so that you can actually... Oh, he's new. Well, not new, actually. He's just there now.
Before the Blight, Boletaria was a grand kingdom. The king, his knights, and his subjects were modest and plain, but also steadfast and compassionate. I have spent much time in my studies in the cultured countries of the south, yet no country holds my heart as does Boletaria. But look at what has become of us now. I refuse to believe that this is what Father wished for our great land.
Well, let's
I
do something about
refuse
it.
to believe that this is what Father wished for our great land.
Okay.
Oh, good day to you. I can forge weapons for you for a fair price.
Let's do that. First, let's upgrade this longsword. Got 3 of those. I've got the souls required. Let's do it. +1. What is it? What was it? So it's 80, so it takes it. So it's like a more than a 10% increase in damage. Great. Longsword +1. Fantastic. Repair equipment. Let's do the lot. Is the... Great, so the heater shield has 100% physical damage reduction, which
You
is...
come back alive. I need your business.
Is that the same as this one? No. That's got 100% anyway, so that's fine. So let's leave that kite shield on. Okay, what else can I spend my souls on?
Oh, Mbasa.
What does she even say? Is there... Do I have no way of leveling up yet? Is that a problem? So that's the archstones. Wait, is there another set of circles, staircases here? I know there's some... like a sort of an emerald herald equivalent or a firekeeper equivalent in this game. Is she in here though? That's the question. Or has she arrived yet? Or do I have to just kill a first boss before she even appears? That's... So, is these just sort of all different champions, or is this a specific deity or person? A great sword and a shield. Okay, so that is... It's a dead end. mean, I guess I could just buy lots of healing items with my souls. Or just try to hold on to them. What's down here? Is this... I think this is the only bit I haven't been into. Let's read a selection. Reward of beginners ahead. Okay. Okay. Oh. I mean, I can't imagine the actual experience of playing this game unspoiled for the first time as the first thing in the Soul series. It would be such a different experience, philosophically speaking, because even the way that these games have been played has changed over time because of the influence of things like Bloodborne on people's playstyles. I mean, I love the way you really get behind that shield, you hide your eyes behind it. Okay, well, let's go back, I guess. I love that fog effect. That's now a 2-hit light attack on these ones. One hit heavy attack. Great. That's very good. This game just it feels much weightier compared to Dark Souls. I think that's my oh. Does he always drop firebombs? Yeah, great. Okay. I'm a little bit concerned about going up these stairs though. Wait, hang on, is that a... Oh, it's like a burnt corpse. Okay. How many more were there up these stairs? Oh, really? Okay. I don't like that. That close-up camera is pine resin. Oh yeah, okay. I was worried that if I hit those, they'd explode. But I guess you've got to hit them with fire. Okay. Let's repeat our firebomb on this guy. Too far away. That's it. try the Mailbreaker. So the Mailbreaker really is much more effective. Okay, so now I'm confused again. So, okay. So that's the main gate. There's another shortcut on the other side we think that we might have to unlock. So, do I want to go this way, or do I want to try to go... I guess I want to go somewhere further through here. Is that fighting I can hear? Oh, so he's back. So broken parts of the environment do come back as well, so if I want to go and visit this vendor, I'll break through it again.
Alright.
Okay, well, seeing as I don't have much else to spend stuff on, maybe I will buy some equipment. Oh. Few of these. Why not? Small firebombs. Why not?
Thanks for that. Come back soon.
Oh, so let's go in here and drop down. Oh god, I got almost dead. So is this is where that fight was going, wasn't it? Down here. He's killed them all. I still can't get up there. Okay. Oh, okay. This is where he is then. So they did do for him. Did he drop something? Mausoleum key, okay. Let's have a look at that. Iridescent stone fueled by your souls changes colour depending on the nature of souls nearby souls. Crafted by Jerry, known for his magical handicraft and close acquaintance with Sage Freakery the Visionary. Widely carried by traders who depend on its ease of use and lightweight. Opens the Bolitarian Family Royal Museum. Carved angle. Okay. Royal Museum. Organ of Souls. So, is this a single use item? Stone that emits lights by the power of souls. Okay. Right, well, I am just... I guess I'm just a little bit lost. I'm just going to have to wander around and try to find the other shortcut now. My friend didn't make it, but I guess he's taking too many risks. Did I come through here before? Maybe I didn't. Oh no, I did. Oh, there's enough of these guys. Oh, shit. Get out of there. Yeah. Let's heal. So, like, one thing I don't even know at all is how I actually get. Do I buy back my human form with souls at some point? Does it happen? So is that... Okay, so now I'm... I guess this is where I'm turning around. So if that's the front, if that's where we came in, and then there's another shortcut on that side, I'd want to get around to that side somehow. So maybe just keep on going through here. I can What's that? Right. Dragon's not sitting there anymore. So you really need to block them. That is the tactic with them. Make sure you're... okay, so if I... Looking through this area. Put out 2 dragons here. Okay. If I get killed, I get killed. Anyway, I feel like that's the kill zone up there because that's where these items are. But is there any other... Okay, yes, definitely. Okay, I mean, maybe I just have to figure out how to get past those, that bridge. And we can start by at least killing some of these. Let's go. takes him a while. Does he come to the burn this bit? Okay. So let's see if I can lure him back to this area, then run back, and just run down before he arrives. Now that everyone's dead. Maybe I can get some of this. Let's try to see if I can get one of these items. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's get out of here. Okay. Okay. So let's run. So he's still there. Okay. Now that everyone's dead, let's try running back while he's still there. And just see if I can make it past this side. Down. Okay. Wow, look at that mountain peak. So the gates to the... Is that the entrance gate? Or is that... Oh god, okay. So does he just do the same strafing run every time, basically? Let's try this. It's like a unknown warrior soul. I love the corpse models because that thing. One thing you do notice in Dark Souls is that there is really only one corpse model. There's a few different ones, but well. Oh, okay. There's a lever. Can I pull it? Oh, okay. Is that the main gate? Yes, it is. That's a great boss introduction. Okay, so that's the main gate. So that's the first boss, isn't it? The first boss. I want to get that item. Can I get it? Yeah, let's get it. Let's run. This might be stupid. Now run. Okay. Also, that was a fun. Oh. That was a fun little puzzle that did require a bit of observing the behavior of. Okay. Of the environment, and the monsters and the creatures and stuff as well, and just what was that? Pine resin. Okay, pine resin. And I presume pine resin is a consumable that enchants right-hand weapon with flame. Okay, so that is fire. That's the way I came. I think the thing that I'm not used to is playing as a slightly more protected character. Oh god, okay. I can take a few hits. Although I don't think this many. Okay. Soldier's Lotus. Okay. No. There must be another person in here. That's it. Okay, great. That was exciting. I feared for my life a little bit there. Oh. Oh, okay. Don't panic. Don't panic and fall down those stairs. Okay, what's... okay. Ooh, okay. Shit. Can I get past it this way? Okay. So was that a part of the boss downstairs kind of like oozing off to come up? That's what it seems like. Unknown hero song. Okay, right. Yes, this must be the other shortcut. Hudson Shard, great. So that's what I use for upgrading my weapons. Oh, okay. So that's, I guess, something I could brass. Let's try another, yes, another lever. Okay, so this is the... That's what he threw out. Okay, right. I think I've got everything I need. I might try some fire bombs against this thing as well. First boss, here we go. Oh, it moves much faster than I thought it would. Let's try a firebomb. Okay, that's very effective. That's basically easy mode, isn't it? Let's just kill these ones. So what is affecting its health bar though? It's not these. Is it just that thing in the middle? Yeah, okay, let's just grab that. Should we try to pick off the rest of its... It's moving much faster than I thought. Such a big slimy mess. Okay, let's... You don't want them to connect it here. Let's just lock off. Keep on running. Ooh, Hudson Shard. Okay, good. It's worthwhile killing them all then. If they're actually dropping loot. Healing. The one just done. Okay. That lock on. Just run around. And get one of them. There's one. Ooh, ouch. Okay. Let's get these last ones. Hang on, it's healing as well. When did that happen? Okay. They're not coming back though, are they? Those Phalanx stones, but they're definitely... okay. So some of them are kind of stuck to it seems. This one's trying to run back to its... Go back in formation. These two here. Okay. Just drop there. There were a lot of them. Let's see if I can just do some damage. It's not that strong. It's running right there. Do that. I'll pick up that item as well. Yeah. Otherwise, okay. Oh. Stray blob. Are they? It is. Is it generating more phalanx? No, it's not. It's not. I can't. And if they're gonna drop hard synthesize, then there's an incentive for me to at least finish them all off. Okay. Yes, another piece. Okay. Maybe it is. Maybe it is generating just because that one there was. Even though it's just one shield and he's very high up for the boxes. Don't get that last one. Okay. Charge should be tough. Stand the back. Doesn't like fast. Okay. Demon vanquished. Body restored. Okay. Oh, okay. So I get my body back when I kill the demon. That's the deal. And that's an archstone. Okay. Well, that was great. That was my first time playing the Demon Souls remake. Oh, well, in fact, I haven't played the original Demon Souls either. But yeah, it's a really compelling game. It's really fun. It's as I think I said a few times, it's just kind of it feels a bit weightier and heavier than Dark Souls. Kind of more deliberate, and maybe that's just because of also the character I'm playing as well, perhaps. But it's you just have to watch your stamina more and be a little bit more careful. But yeah, that was really fun. It was really compelling. I really enjoyed making my way through the first level of Boletaria there, and I will leave it there. So thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed your time. Thanks to you.